The British royal family has often been at the center of intrigue, scandal, and public fascination, but the latest revelation regarding King Charles III's decision to exclude Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's children, Archie and Lilibet, from the royal records and upcoming Christmas festivities has sent shockwaves through royal observers and supporters alike. This unprecedented move has reignited discussions about the fractured relationship between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family, with Meghan Markle once again at the heart of the controversy. Critics claim that her relentless pursuit of fame and her alleged disregard for royal traditions have played a pivotal role in this estrangement, leaving her children caught in the crossfire of a bitter family feud. At the core of this latest decision lies the broader, more contentious issue of Meghan Markle's polarizing influence on Prince Harry and their estrangement from the royal family. Since stepping back from royal duties in early 2020, the Sussexes have consistently made headlines, often for their apparent grievances with the monarchy. Meghan, in particular, has faced accusations of exploiting her royal connections for personal and financial gain while simultaneously portraying herself as a victim of systemic racism and institutional neglect within the monarchy. Critics argue that Meghan's decision to air the royal family's alleged dirty laundry during the infamous 2021 Oprah Winfrey interview was not only damaging but calculated. The interview painted a damning picture of the monarchy, with allegations of racism and neglect towards Meghan and her son, Archie. However, detractors have questioned the veracity of some of these claims, pointing out inconsistencies and a lack of concrete evidence. For instance, Meghan's assertion that Archie was denied a royal title solely because of his race was later debunked by royal experts, who clarified that the rules governing royal titles were established long before her marriage to Prince Harry. This pattern of public grievances has only deepened the divide between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family. Many royal insiders believe that Meghan's actions have not only alienated her and Harry but have also jeopardized the inclusion of their children in royal traditions and records. King Charles's decision to exclude Archie and Lilibet from official royal records is seen by many as a direct response to the perceived damage Meghan has caused to the institution. The exclusion of Archie and Lilibet from the royal family's Christmas celebrations is yet another blow to the Sussexes. Christmas at Sandringham has long been a cherished royal tradition, bringing together family members for festivities steeped in history and protocol. For Archie and Lilibet to be excluded from this gathering sends a clear message: the royal family is drawing a line in the sand. Many royal commentators have speculated that this exclusion is not merely a punitive measure but a reflection of the monarchy's intention to distance itself from Meghan and Harry's increasingly controversial public personas. Since their departure from royal duties, the Sussexes have embarked on lucrative ventures, including multimillion-dollar deals with Netflix and Spotify, which have been criticized for capitalizing on their royal status. Meghan's Netflix series, in particular, has been lambasted for its portrayal of the monarchy, with some accusing her of rewriting history to suit her narrative. By excluding Archie and Lilibet from Christmas celebrations, King Charles may be signaling that the Sussexes' actions have consequences. It also raises questions about the future role, or lack thereof, of the Sussex children within the monarchy. Without their inclusion in royal traditions and records, Archie and Lilibet risk being further marginalized from the royal fold, a prospect that many attribute to Meghan's divisive influence. One of the most persistent criticisms leveled against Meghan Markle is her alleged manipulation of Prince Harry, leading to his estrangement from his family. Royal biographers and insiders have often pointed to Harry's transformation since his marriage to Meghan, describing a man increasingly at odds with his once close family. The decision to step back from royal duties, relocate to California, and engage in public criticisms of the monarchy has been largely attributed to Meghan's influence. Critics argue that Meghan has exploited Harry's vulnerabilities, particularly his enduring trauma from the loss of his mother, Princess Diana. By positioning herself as a supportive partner who understands his struggles, Meghan is said to have gradually isolated Harry from his family and encouraged him to embrace a more confrontational stance against the monarchy. This dynamic has not only strained Harry's relationships with his father, King Charles, and brother, Prince William, but has also contributed to the broader tensions within the royal family. Another contentious issue that has fueled the rift is the question of Archie and Lilibet's royal titles. Following the death of Queen Elizabeth II and King Charles's ascension to the throne, Archie and Lilibet became entitled to the titles of Prince and Princess under the rules established by King George V in 1917. However, their parents' decision to step back from royal duties and their subsequent actions have complicated this matter. While King Charles did eventually extend the titles to Archie and Lilibet, his decision to exclude them from official royal records suggests a more symbolic stripping of their royal status. This move has been interpreted by many as a response to Meghan and Harry's perceived attempts to have it both ways, enjoying the privileges of royalty while shirking the responsibilities that come with it. Meghan's critics argue that her insistence on royal titles for her children, despite her open disdain for the monarchy, underscores her hypocrisy and opportunism. Public opinion on Meghan Markle remains deeply divided. While her supporters laud her as a champion of social justice who has courageously spoken out against institutional racism and sexism, her detractors view her as a manipulative opportunist who has sown discord within the royal family for personal gain. The latest developments regarding Archie and Lilibet's exclusion from royal records and Christmas celebrations have only intensified these debates. For many royal supporters, Meghan represents a departure from the values and traditions that have long defined the monarchy. Her willingness to challenge and criticize the institution, while simultaneously benefiting from its prestige, has been viewed as emblematic of her self-serving approach. This perception has been further reinforced by her and Harry's public ventures, which have often capitalized on their royal connections while portraying the monarchy in a negative light. As the royal family continues to navigate its relationship with the Sussexes, the exclusion of Archie and Lilibet from royal records and Christmas celebrations raises broader questions about the future of the monarchy. Critics of Meghan Markle argue that her actions have not only damaged her and Harry's standing within the royal family but have also posed challenges to the institution's efforts to modernize and remain relevant in the 21st century. At the same time, the exclusion of Archie and Lilibet highlights the monarchy's determination to protect its traditions and values in the face of external criticism. By taking a firm stance against the Sussexes, King Charles may be seeking to reassert the importance of duty, loyalty, and respect for the institution, qualities that many believe Meghan has undermined. The decision to remove Archie and Lilibet from royal records and exclude them from Christmas celebrations is a stark reminder of the deep divisions within the British royal family. While Meghan Markle's supporters may view this as an unjust punishment for her willingness to challenge the status quo, her critics see it as a necessary step to preserve the integrity of the monarchy. As the royal family continues to grapple with these internal conflicts, one thing remains clear: the rift between the Sussexes and the rest of the monarchy shows no signs of healing. With Meghan Markle at the center of this controversy, the question of her influence, both within her family and on the institution as a whole, will undoubtedly remain a topic of intense debate for years to come.